y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to the finale for the Finish 9 by New Year's Project Painting Challenge. Today it is New Year's Day, the 1st of January 2019, and that's a little crazy. Of course I am recording this ahead of time, but just thinking that I'm going to post this on the 1st. Oh, where did 2018 go? But I am ready to talk about all the products that I pulled to try to pan before the new year. I'm sure you've already heard, but Gideon is awake and he's crawling around playing with the kitchen and the toys and not his toys. So you're going to hear a little bit of him, but I just wanted to get this filmed really quick before he goes down for a nap so I can get 2 videos filmed in one day. But with that said, I do want to also let you guys know that this is a collab project panning challenge. I did it with a bunch of people here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And if you look down in the description box, I will have the YouTube playlist for everyone who did videos for this challenge, like throughout the course of the intro. A couple of people did the update, and then we're all going to be doing the finale. So I'll have a playlist there. You can just kind of go and it will just go one after the other and show you guys all the videos from all the ladies who did this collab. And then I'll also have a link down below where you can go. It's kind of like Linktree, but it's on my blog From My Vanity. And I've linked everyone's Instagram and YouTube pages so that you can easily find them. I'm putting the Instagram pages towards the top just so you guys can find them easily. Or if you don't want to bother with the link, just go put this hashtag into Instagram and you can easily find everyone who participated in this group collab. I am so thankful and appreciative. I wish I could show you him right now. He is just a little goofball. Gideon, what are you doing? He's gotten into this thing where he likes to, like, you know, stand in the crawling position on the floor and then he puts his head down to the floor and then just kind of crawls a little bit so then he's looking out behind him between boys. So anyway, I'm so very appreciative to all the ladies who did this collab with me. I had so much fun kind of getting to know them, discovering new channels. And I think it's just awesome that this was a way for us all to come together and to find new channels, to find new subscribers. And I hope that all the ladies in this collab had as much fun collabing on this project panning challenge as I did. Definitely need to do it again in the future. Like I usually say at the end of my project panning challenges, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next. So if you know of a good project panning challenge, I like to do seasonal ones. So if you know of one that's like 2-3 months long, maybe 4, let me know down below. I would love to hear what it is and maybe jump in on that because I do need to do another project panning challenge now that this one's over. So anyway, with all that said, let's just go ahead and jump into talking about all the products. Okay, so I'm not going to be going in any particular order, but I do want to touch on the product that I finished last, like for the update. So last month, the Covergirl, what was this called? Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in Soft Brown. I'll go ahead and throw pictures up here on the screen, but I didn't have much to start with, and by the 1 month mark, it didn't take me, it was maybe a week, maybe less to finish this. And to be honest, like if I wanted to really fill in my brows with these things, I probably could use a whole pencil like within a week just because I have so much brow. So these just aren't worth it for me. And how I tended to use this is I would only fill in the sparse areas in my brows, so that's how I kind of made it last longer than a week because seriously, like there's not a whole lot in here, and if I did fill my whole brow in with this, it would be gone pretty darn soon. But anyway, this was used up before the end of my check-in, so last month before November 1st. And to replace that, since I felt like that was just such a shoo-in, I just wanted to replace it with something else, I pulled the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder in light medium, and this baby is broken and gone. I'll be sticking close-ups as I always do, but as you can see, there was like this kind of a ring around it, and that's how much powder I had left at the very end. And then when I was using it a couple days ago, I was swirling my brush in it, and it all just kind of crumbled and broke apart and all that, and I kind of mashed it up and used it to complete my look, but I wasn't going to press it because it was maybe 1 or 2 more uses, maybe. So that just was a lot of effort to go for 1 use, so I ended up just throwing it away. Also, another reason is that I just wasn't a fan of this product. I feel like no matter how lightly I used it, it would darken my foundation, even though like initially when I put it on, it didn't look like it was any darker. Within an hour, I felt like my foundation had darkened a shade. So I don't know if it was just maybe it was just a little too dark for me with light medium. Maybe I should get translucent. I don't know what the deal was, but I was just glad to see it gone. And I don't really have any plans to repurchase because it didn't wow me that much. And I hate when packaging breaks before I'm done with it. So that's just a little pet peeve of mine. So I'm not going to rebuy it. The next one that I am done with, and I am so very excited to be done, it is the Pixi and Weylie Hoang Black Eyeliner Duo. It was this double-sided one, and as I showed you last time, like this has come out. This is the felt tip side. There's still a little bit left in here, but it's just too hard. I was using it just to line my eyes, but it wouldn't do a wing because it just doesn't have enough in it, even though I would sit there and shake it for a while. So I've been mainly using it just for the black side and actually finished it. I know I had a ton. I'll go ahead and put up pictures here. I had a ton left over when I did my last update a month ago, but the way I used it up is because I was so tired of just sitting there wiping it on my my waterline over and over trying to get it to transfer that I finally figured out if I just swiped it a couple times on the back of my hand, it kind of got the kind of like the top layer. It removed it and warmed up the product so that I could then swipe it on my waterline, and it went on so much easier and so much more black than if I just went in with, you know, out swiping it on my arm. So that's how I've been using it for the last 3-4 weeks, and that's why it's totally gone, because I would use up so much product going back and forth to warm it up. But I'm happy it's gone, and I will not be repurchasing it, because even though I found an easier way to get it to apply by, you know, warming it up on the back of my hand, it still didn't stay any longer than typical. Like by lunchtime, every time I wore this, the black would be gone from my waterline, and that's just annoying. So yeah, I am done with this. I'm so very happy to be done with it, and I'm not going to be repurchasing it. So next, I wanted to pan the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles concealer, and I'm so very happy to say that this is done. I shared a little sneak peek the day I finished it on Snapchat because I was so very excited. I had to tell someone, so I posted a picture on Snapchat, but it is done. It will not turn up anymore, and yeah, it was nice to use this up. I definitely can't see myself repurchasing it. I feel like this tends to almost be like the It Cosmetics Bye Bye, what is it, Bye Bye Under Eyes, you know how thick it is and you only need a little bit. This isn't that extreme and you don't have to sit there and like warm it up, but I think it's definitely a concealer that less is more. So this is a concealer that I would use if I just wanted to do a tiny bit of kind of spot concealing in here. Nothing really like the triangles and brightening. I just felt like it got too thick and heavy and would tend to crease if I kind of used too much of it. So definitely a concealer I feel like all you need to do is dab it on, blend it out, and you're done, and it wears beautifully. And I can definitely see myself repurchasing it sometime in the future, maybe as I get through some more of these concealers, because I do like it. It is a really nice concealer, and it has amazing coverage. Next, I was wanting to pan the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. This little baby here, I'll stick up close-ups. I feel like it's not going to look that different, but I can tell you I am so very close to being done. I was really hoping that I could be done. I still have a tiny bit left. Now, at this point, I'm having to like pull down on either side of this to really get the product down there, and then I have to really push it up. I'm not going to do it now, but I have to really push it up and just push into there to try to get the product out. So I can't have more. I'm thinking like a week. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, but it will definitely be in my next Beauty Empties video, because I am so very close, and I am so very excited for that. It's always nice to finish an eyeshadow primer because those take forever. I have a new one sitting in my drawer, so I can't wait to pull it out. I really do. He found the play kitchen again, so you're going to hear a lot of utensils. But I really do like this concealer. It does not beat out my Lorac behind the scenes, but this is just like one below that, and I really do like it. And if you don't have very oily eyelids, it probably would do you really well and work perfectly for you. But yeah, it is a eyeshadow primer I do enjoy, and I was so close to finishing it. Oh, so next up I had the Calvin Klein perfume. Once again, I can never remember the name of the perfume, but it's this little bottle, and this baby was pretty much at the top when I started, and I can't remember where I was at the check-in. I'll go ahead and put pictures up here so you guys can see where I started, where the intro was, and then here it is at the finish line. I finished this baby up. There's like one drop left in there, but I just can't get it, and I don't care to try and sit there and spray it enough to get it out. So yeah, I was super excited to see that I finished this little deluxe size sample of a perfume in 2 months' time. Very happy with that, and I am so very glad, as I said, with these project canning challenges, I love to put perfume in there to help me remember to use it, and it has gotten me to the point where I am remembering to use it, and I've already grabbed a couple more of these little deluxe size kind of perfumes and sample perfumes. So yeah, I'm always happy to put a perfume in and to get back into the habit of wearing them. I would not ever purchase another one of these, or even the full size, definitely, because this was a perfume that I would put on and within an hour or two I couldn't smell it anymore. It wore away so quickly from my body, and even the fragrance itself, it was nice, but it's not something I especially like. I'll have the perfume link down below if you want to go see what it is, to see all the notes and all that, but I mean, it was nice. It's just not something I would spend my money on to purchase. So the next step I was trying to pan was Urban Decay Deslick Makeup Setting Spray. I had this much when I started, and this is completely done. There is like the tiniest bit of drip. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that, but I am not sitting there and trying to like splurt it and spit it onto my face to get it to use it up. I'm going to repurpose this bottle because I love this sprayer, and I actually hate the sprayer on the Set to Perfection by Salon Perfect, and I've been trying to try this out, but it's so hard to like see if the product is good because the sprayer is terrible. So I'm going to pour it into here and give it a good test, but yeah, this is empty. I did finish it, and I love this stuff. I do want to purchase another Deslick. Okay, next up, I think this is number 7. I was trying to do it for the update and the finale, but for the number 7 spot, this is the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Pressed Powder. I love this stuff, and I used it completely up. It shattered once again towards the end when it was just the outer edges. It started to shatter and break, but I just like crumbled it all up really good with some tweezers, and then I would just very carefully just use it to set my under eyes because I did not want to let this go to waste. It sits so lightly on your skin and really sets in your concealer beautifully. I feel like it doesn't feel heavy on my under eyes. It helps my concealers not crease. It helps it to last all day. So yeah, I really do like this and definitely one I want to repurchase. Okay, the last two products are both ones I didn't finish, but this one is the Revlon PhotoReady Bronze Chic bronzer. Yeah, it's just a bronzer. It was one that was like had 4 different sections to it, and as you can see, it's no longer 4 different sections. I'll go ahead and throw up the pictures here so you guys can see, but this did, I want to say maybe a week after I did the update, it shattered and broke. My daughter dropped it and it shattered it, so I then had to like grind it up really good and repress it, and I did reuse it a little bit because when I repressed it originally there was no pan showing, so I used it down to get some more pan, and there can't be much more to it. But the thing is that if you look at the update, I was using, when I was panning it, I had used almost all of the deepest, darkest shade and almost all of the cool tone shade of the bronzer. So I feel like the majority of the product that was left was a really warm reddish tone bronzer. So when I broke it up and mixed it all together, this now looks just so red on my skin. I hate using it. I do not enjoy it at all. I don't have it on my face today just because it looks red. When I finally realized that, I want to say it was a couple days, and then I was just like, why is my like bronzer just making me look so red? And I finally realized that, and I just haven't been reaching for it ever since then. So yeah, I was kind of sad that I couldn't finish it up completely, but I still feel really good about this because, I mean, last year I hadn't even hit, I think, yeah, last year when I originally brought it into a project pan, there was no pan showing it. And so over the course of 2 project pans, I have almost used the entire thing up. I feel really good about that. I am calling this done, empty. It's going in my garbage bin, and yeah, can't repurchase it because it's discontinued. Okay, last up is the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. So I know in my update I was kind of bummed that I hadn't used it more, but I'm pretty happy that I used up a little over half of this over the course of the 2-month time period for the Project Panning Challenge. And someone, I think it was Joe in my comments, was like, you know, that's actually a really good thing because it tells me it's going to last a long time, and especially for that price, it's going to last a long time. So that is very true. If I had run through it in 2 months, it is expensive to repurchase every 2 months, you know, if you wear makeup every day. So that is good to know. Would I ever repurchase this? I don't think so. I think it's a phenomenal product because I do like how it kind of mattifies my skin and gives kind of like a blurred and matte look to my face before I go on with a foundation. But my thing is, I'm just not I'm not a stick person. I'd rather do a pump and massage it onto my skin. It was just kind of weird. It's just not my preference, and that's just totally a me thing. Nothing wrong at all with this. I'm keeping him from reaching this stuff on my desk. Nothing wrong at all with this product. I did enjoy it and did feel like it did a little something to help mattify and prolong the wear of my foundation. But preference-wise, it's just not something I'm ever going to repurchase. I am going to keep it in my rotation in my makeup collection and try to reach for it over the next couple months and maybe get it used up by the end of 2019, but we shall see. Overall, though, I did like it, and I got a good bit. I got over half of it finished from where I started, so I'm very happy about that. Here's the troublemaker. Snot nose and everything. Say hi. I apologize for all the crusties. He is really sick right now, just like snot nose all day long. You see them meet yourself in the mirror. So he's got crusties all over his face. Some kisses on his cheek. Mwah. Yeah. And that hair. So anyway, that is going to do it for this Project Panning Challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm really happy with where I ended up at the end of this 2-month challenge. I finished 7 out of the 9 products that I was trying to complete, and honestly, a lot of those I was just trying to get substantial use on. So overall, in my eyes, this Project Panning Challenge was a huge success. Can't wait to see where all the other ladies are with their challenges and where they ended up. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday. I hope you guys had a wonderful and Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. As I said, if you know of any seasonal project panning challenges that are starting for this new year, please let me know down below so I can check it out and see about joining one, because I definitely like to keep seasonal project pans going in my makeup collection because I just feel like it helps me not forget the guys that are like almost done, but just I need a little extra motivation to actually finish them up. So I love having a project pan going. I love having a little project panning drawer in my everyday makeup drawer. But anyway, yes, with all that said, I'm gonna let you go. Little man is ready to take a nap, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.